Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at Jacklin's Pool Party, which has a straightforward guitar part for the rhythm and a more challenging guitar solo done in the outro that uses triads and sixths. This is how it sounds. This is the song Pool Party by Jacklin. It comes off the 2016 album Don't Let the Kids Win, which is a great place to start if you're not familiar with her work. I think it's in 6/8, but other people may well think it's in 3/4. One of the drummers on one video counts the band in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another drummer on the Tiny Desk concert counts it in 1, 2, 3, 4. But the reason I think it's 6/8 is because there are two strong beats in a bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me know what you think if you're interested. I have asked David Bennett, who does lots of videos about time signatures and other interesting things. I like to use this app, Loops, and the metronome one. They're both free apps, and I like to use it with this speaker. That way I don't have to have the computer running while I'm practicing guitar. I keep the two things separate. So the chords are F. If you're new to bar chords, you can avoid the bottom strings and just do that, or you can even just do the triad. F to G to C, back down to F. The key is actually C. With the app, one thing to notice though is with the band, on the line "You are the land and I am the dove," the bass player plays an A when she's playing an F, so it becomes a slash chord. But you don't need to do that, and she doesn't do it herself, I'm pretty sure. When she's playing solo, she just keeps the simple. Okay, let's have a look at the outro solo. Now, it didn't take me long to learn it because I know my sixths and my triads. It took me quite a long time to practice it well enough to play. Yes, it took me quite quite a long time, so it's not easy. A quick reminder about 6, they're either diagonals, we'll call that diagonals, or the straights. On F, it's 1 diagonal, 2 straights, 2 diagonals, 2 straights. Okay, but we often flatten the 7th, so it becomes. And we're looking at the triads on the top 3 strings, again an F, that shape which comes from that chord. Take the D shape up to the F. Next one, it comes from here, bottom 3 strings. We'll be using all those on these higher frets. So when there's a lot of information to take in, it's good to break it down into sizable chunks. There are 4 bars per progression, and there are 9 progressions to this outro. So I recorded 9 of these. For that, if you're using a looper, you only have to record 1. I've broken it down into 7 digestible bites for us. I used the Tiny Desk performance on YouTube to learn the solo. It's very similar to the original on the record, but it's a bit there's a few embellishments which are nice. It won't be note perfect to any of his performances. Oh, so I'm talking about Eddie Boyd, is the guitarist I've seen the most playing this solo, and I suggest you study what he does when he slides, etc. But then you make it your own. You don't have to copy exactly everything he does. So the very first bit I call it Sleepwalk. Starting off very simply, Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. Part 2 goes like this. Starts on an F triad, and Eddie Boyd tends to just alternate between the 3rd and top string. Slides there. C triad. I forget when he slides and when he doesn't slide, and I can't memorize it, so it's not important. If it's important to you, watch him and copy, or play it how you feel it at the time. Second time, and then you stay on this. It's a G6, 12th fret. And then go up for the part 3. We'll go up to the F. Then we'll go up to the G. Then we have the C triad from the C chord, but played right up on the 13th, starting on the 15th fret. Now on the record he just does "12 times, but on the little desk, so on the Tiny Desk concert, he does that 4 times. Then he embellishes it. I'm just lifting my little finger to the 17th fret. Do that twice, and then he goes, just stays on the it stays on the 1st and 2nd strings. So that's a whole progression staying on that C triad. Now I spent a day recording this, and I didn't notice until it was too late that I was pushing that way out of tune. So be careful. It's pretty hard for me to get these chords out there because my chubby little fingers. Okay, we're up to part 4, which goes like this. F triad, 3 2 3, 1 1 2 3. Repeat the pattern for all the chords. Slide when you can. Back down to F. Part 5, he starts the same, then something different on the G. So that's actually a G6 triad, full bar on the 12th fret. 1 2 3, D. Okay, so you're moving that E down to a D, and then the C triad down here. Back down to F, back up to F. Part 6, you're still doing this pattern, up to the G, and then he does this lovely embellishment, C as normal, but going descending, 1 2 3. Oops. Drop the C down to a B. I ended up playing it like this. So I think you can look at that as a C becoming a C major 7, or even E minor. And then just fade. And that's everything. This has been a really enjoyable video for me to make. I enjoyed learning the outro and practicing it until I could do it all in one go without making too many mistakes. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I've also really enjoyed getting to know Julia Jacklin's music more. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.